Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Tuesday, May 30th, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comment section below. Los Angeles Angels vs Chicago White Sox. Los Angeles was swept by Miami at home in interleague play after getting blanked Sunday afternoon and hope to get back on track here. The Angels entered Monday 28-26 on the season and stood fourth in the AL West, 6 games behind the Rangers for the top spot in the division. On Sunday, Los Angeles finished with 5 hits with no player having more than one, but failed to come up with the timely hits they needed in the contest. The Angels went 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position and left 11 runners on base in the contest. Patrick Sandoval, 3-4, took the loss on the mound as he threw 6 innings, allowing 2 runs on 8 hits with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts before handing things off to the bullpen. Both teams have had their struggles of late after losing series over the weekend. Anderson has been nothing like the pitcher that was 15-5 for the Dodgers a season ago. The Angels have struggled when it comes to putting runs on the board in key situations, as we saw in Sunday's finale with the Marlins. Giolito had a miserable outing as his control abandoned him in his last start against the Tigers. Expect a bounce-back performance from him in this contest while the White Sox bats click at home. Anderson's walking of the tightrope proves to be too much to handle in this contest, and the White Sox earn the win in this contest. Our team pick is Chicago White Sox. Chicago dropped 3 of 4 on the road against the Tigers in the Motor City as they were dropped in extra innings in Sunday's series finale. The White Sox entered Monday's action 22-33 on the season and stood fourth in the AL Central, 6 games behind the Twins for the division lead. On Sunday, Chicago finished with 8 hits with Tim Anderson, the only player with multiple hits as he finished with 3. Romy Gonzalez launched his first homer of the season in a losing effort. Dylan Cease didn't factor in the decision as he allowed 4 runs on 4 hits with 4 walks and 8 strikeouts over 4 innings of work. Rodrigo Lopez, 0-4, took the loss in relief as he allowed 1 run, none earned, on no hits with 1 walk and no strikeouts in 2/3 of an inning. Give me the under. Cincinnati Reds vs Boston Red Sox. The Reds will have Ben Lively on the hill to begin the series. Lively was outstanding in his previous start, limiting the Cardinals to only 2 runs in 6 innings, and collected the win. The right-hander has only made 4 starts and has been a nice surprise, conceding 2 or fewer runs in all 4 outings, and has a stellar 2.65 ERA and a 0.88 WHIP to go with a 2-2 record in 17 innings pitched on the season. Lively has conceded 3 runs in 7 career innings against the Red Sox. Cincinnati is on a 6-game road trip. They stand at 10-15 on the road. The squad is thriving, issuing a 3-game road sweep against the Cubs on the weekend, propelled by the hot bats, scoring 25 runs in the series. The Reds are a young team having an inconsistent season but have been competitive, posting a solid 5-2 record in their last 7 games. The Cincinnati Reds have only won 10 of their 25 road games on the season. The Boston Red Sox are back at Fenway Park after a long road trip. They have won 6 of their 8 home series this season. Boston has been a reliable play when Brayan Bello is on the mound, winning in 5 of his last 6 starts. Furthermore, while Red starter Ben Lively has been solid, he has only pitched 2.1 innings on the road this season and has yet to prove himself at the big league level. Red Sox starter Brayan Bello is developing into an outstanding pitcher, registering a 2.74 ERA in his 4 starts on the month. Those 4 outings were against strong offensive squads, containing the Blue Jays, Braves, Mariners, and Angels. I like the run line as 9 of the Red Sox last 10 wins have been by 2 or more runs. Our team pick is Boston Red Sox minus 1.5 runs. The Red Sox will have Brayan Bello make his 8th start of the season. Bello came through with one of his best performances of the season last time out, allowing only 2 runs on 6 hits in 7 innings against the Angels, but had no help and took the loss. The right-hander struggled in April, but has amassed a marvelous 2.74 ERA this month. He now has a 4.08 ERA and a 1.44 WHIP, accompanied by a 3-2 record in 35.1 innings on the year. Bello held the Reds to only 1 run in 5 innings last season, marking his only career meeting. The over is 6-1 in the Red Sox's last 7 Tuesday games. Our total pick is over 9.5 runs. Kansas City Royals vs St. Louis Cardinals. The Royals haven't played well this season and they've lost 7 of their last 8 games. They will try to turn things around with a win over the Cardinals, which will give them their 2nd win in their last 9 games. Kansas City is averaging 3.96 runs per game. Their .231 batting average is 25th in the league. Their .295 on-base percentage is 30th, while their .383 slugging percentage is 26th. Salvador Perez has been the big bat for the Royals. He leads the team with a .288 batting average, 12 home runs, and 32 RBI. Kansas City's pitching hasn't been good, with the team giving up 5.42 runs per game. Opponents have a .262 batting average against the Royals, which is 26th in the league. Their 5.26 ERA is 29th, while their 1.47 WHIP is 28th. In his last start, Greinke gave up 4 hits and 1 run in 5 innings, but the team lost to Detroit 6-4. They will need a similar effort from him if they want to win this game. The Cardinals have won 5 of their last 9 games, but they've won 6 of their last 8 home games. They have played well offensively at home, scoring 32 runs in their last 4 home games. Expect them to play well offensively in this game because they have hit the ball well against right-handers, and Greinke has struggled on the mound when playing on the road, giving up 13 runs in his last 4 road starts. He gave up 11 runs in his last 3 road starts against the Cardinals, and with Kansas City having the 3rd worst bullpen in the league, they will have a hard time slowing down the Cardinals in this game. The Royals have lost 7 of their last 8 games and 8 of their last 10 road games. They aren't very good offensively and scored only 3 runs in their last 3 road games. Their offensive struggles will continue in this game because they haven't hit the ball well against right-handers this season, and McCullers has done a good job on the mound in recent starts, giving up only 5 runs in his last 4 starts. He didn't give up a run in his lone start against the Royals and will keep their offense in check. Go with St. Louis to cover the run line. Our team pick is St. Louis Cardinals minus 1.5 runs. The Cardinals didn't play well on their road trip, losing 4 of their 7 games. They are back at home where they have won 4 of their last 5 games. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Royals, which will give them their 5th win in their last 6 home games. St. Louis is averaging 4.96 runs per game. Their .257 batting average is 11th in the league. Their .332 on-base percentage is 5th, as is their .432 slugging percentage. Paul Goldschmidt leads St. Louis with a .290 batting average, while Nolan Gorman leads the team with 13 home runs and 40 RBI. St. Louis's pitching hasn't been good, with the team giving up 4.70 runs per game. Opponents have a .267 batting average against the Cardinals, which is 27th in the league. Their 4.32 ERA is 17th, while their 1.44 WHIP is 26th. In his last start, McCullers gave up 5 hits and no runs in 7 innings, leading to a 2-1 win over Cincinnati. They will need another solid start from him if they want to get the win. The over should cover in a high-scoring game with both lineups stepping up. Our total pick is over 9 runs. Tampa Bay Rays vs Chicago Cubs. The Tampa Bay Rays continue to play at a high level and have won 3 straight series over the Milwaukee Brewers, Toronto Blue Jays, and Los Angeles Dodgers. Last Sunday, the Rays wrapped up a 10-game homestand with an 11-10 victory to the Dodgers. During that 10-game stretch, the Rays have scored 5 or more runs on 7 occasions. Last year, the Cubs hosted the Rays for a 3-game set, too. The Rays took 2 out of 3 from the Cubbies, who won the opener 4-2, as we saw the clash between Shane McClanahan and Kyle Hendricks. McClanahan yielded 2 runs, 1 earned, in 6 innings of work, while Hendricks gave up a couple of earned runs through 4.1 frames of work. I'm expecting McClanahan to emerge victorious this time around. He's been one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball so far this season. On the other side, Hendricks will have a tall task to keep the Rays quiet. Our team pick is take the Tampa Bay Rays. Kyle Hendricks will take the mound Tuesday, making his 2nd start in 2023. Last Thursday, the 33-year-old righty was charged with a loss in a heavy 10-1 defeat against the New York Mets at home. He yielded 5 runs, 3 earned on 6 hits, and a pair of free passes across 4.1 innings of work, while punching out 5. Our total pick Tampa Bay Rays minus 1.5 runs. Tampa Bay Rays vs Chicago Cubs. The Tampa Bay Rays continue to play at a high level and have won 3 straight series over the Milwaukee Brewers, Toronto Blue Jays, and Los Angeles Dodgers. Last Sunday, the Rays wrapped up a 10-game homestand with an 11-10 victory to the Dodgers. During that 10-game stretch, the Rays have scored 5 or more runs on 7 occasions. Last year, the Cubs hosted the Rays for a 3-game set, too. The Rays took 2 out of 3 from the Cubbies, who won the opener 4-2, as we saw the clash between Shane McClanahan and Kyle Hendricks. McClanahan yielded 2 runs, 1 earned, in 6 innings of work, while Hendricks gave up a couple of earned runs through 4.1 frames of work. I'm expecting McClanahan to emerge victorious this time around. He's been one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball so far this season. On the other side, Hendricks will have a tall task to keep the Rays quiet. Our team pick is take the Tampa Bay Rays. Kyle Hendricks will take the mound Tuesday, making his 2nd start in 2023. Last Thursday, the 33-year-old righty was charged with a loss in a heavy 10-1 defeat against the New York Mets at home. He yielded 5 runs, 3 earned on 6 hits, and a pair of free passes across 4.1 innings of work while punching out 5. Our total pick Tampa Bay Rays -1.5 runs.